Optimus Prime. The size of the trucks here is ridiculous. My stunning room. Yeah. Luxury. That's what they call it. Just put that on the stand. There we go. Okay. Good morning again. Good morning. It is 10:30 at the moment. My sleep schedule is a lot better. I woke up at 6:30 this morning, which is a lot better than the 2 a.m. nights I was having when I lived in my Airbnb. I feel like this video might attract some new people, so I'll backlight too much. Open the light on. Okay, it's a bit better. Okay, yeah, this video might attract a few new people. So my situation is that I've been living here for a while. I came to Australia from the UK with loads of luggage because obviously I was planning on living here. I've sent some of the luggage back, but I've still got to slug around all this. But yeah, so I'm now starting my travelling. Okay, so I lived in, it's called Alex Headland, Mooloolaba in Sunshine Coast, which is where this hostel is. It's called Adobe Mooloolaba, I'm pretty sure it's called. Really nice hostel, really good, clean, very social as well. But yeah, so now I am planning on travelling in Australia, so I thought I would take you all through my itinerary for the east coast of Australia. Right, so I want to be as transparent as possible with everything, just to help you guys as much as possible. Yeah, so it is the 21st of February today. Okay, so I'm here until the 24th, just sort everything out, get everything planned. That was very last minute. My advice, try not be, right? Simply because hostels necessarily weren't booked up, but the Greyhound bus, which I'll get to in a minute, was pretty booked. So I've had to stay in certain areas a little bit longer than I would have liked, just because there was no buses to get to places, etc. Okay, so I'm Adobe Mooloolaba. I'm here until the 24th, so 4 nights here. And I'll let you know the cost of that, which was £35 a night. So 140 pounds. Sorry, yeah, £140. Okay, so this is not the cheapest hostel, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, so I'm staying in for 4 nights, and then after that, I am going north. Okay, so I've already done Noosa and all stuff like that, because obviously I lived around this area for a while. So after that, I am going to Hervey Bay, which is basically where Rainbow Beach is. Right, quite a popular stop off. I'm not getting the bus there. I'm actually getting the train from Nambour. It might be Nambour, but a few hours on the train, just because so last minute there was no buses. The only way to get there is through the train. So I'm doing that. I'm going to get to Hervey Bay on the 24th and stay there for 4 nights. I am doing a day trip in Kugari, Fraser Island. Not day, 1 night trip, so 2 days. So a lot of people do the 2 night, 3 day trip where they camp and all things like that. I didn't fancy that. So I just did the 2 days, which you get everything done just in a less amount of time, which I'm absolutely fine with. I wasn't going to do it in general, but I thought might as well, seeing as I'm here. So that was £240, somewhere around that. Don't quote me on that, but £240, and that was very last minute, so it's probably cheaper if you book it in advance. So that stays in a beach house, so I get my own room, my own double bed. Not sure if it's en suite, not fussed about that, but so that'll be nice just for a night. So I'm there, and then an extra 2 days there in Hervey Bay, because there was no buses until the 28th of February. So yeah, and then from the 28th of February to the 5th, again just because of buses I have to make the stop, is Gladstone, which is still a nice area to stay in. There's a lot of nice beaches around there and things to do. So I'm there from the 28th to the 5th, which is just 5 days because obviously it's February, which I'm fine with. It's fine. Hostel was quite cheap. I never told you about the hostel price of the. Okay. Right, so I'm staying in Flashpackers Hervey Bay. So I've done a lot of research on where's the best place, etc. Flashpackers Hervey Bay is apparently quite nice, and it's super cheap as well. It's $43 a night, which is £21.5, which is really good. So I'm only paying, less than £100 for 4 nights, which is pretty decent. And then obviously getting the bus from Hervey Bay to Gladstone, and that cost me £22 a night. It's called the Gladstone Backpackers. I think there's only one hostel, or maybe the rest are fully booked, but there's only one hostel available, and it had good reviews, so I was happy with that. So it was 4 nights there, 5 nights there, because I have to wait a little bit longer, which I'm fine with. I can just have a chill. Hopefully there's a gym around. I can go to the gym each day and things like that. So in terms of buses, I'm using the Greyhound bus. I got a month pass. I would have done the 15-day pass, which is a bit cheaper, but obviously it's so last minute. I didn't plan it enough, so it's fine. For people who are doing a more detailed, less budget version of Australia, you'll want the month because it'll take that amount of time to get everything in. From Gladstone, I will be going north to Airlie Beach on wait for this. So again, the bus, go on my itinerary. So Gladstone to Airlie Beach is 8 hours 20. That's not even the worst one yet. So I'm going there from Gladstone on the 5th. Leave at 10 to 11 at night. Get there at 10 past 7 in the morning, so pretty sure I can sleep on the bus. That'll be fine. As long as it's cool enough. Airlie Beach is where I am spending 5 days there. That's where you see Whitsundays, and then you can do the Great Barrier Reef as well. I don't see the point in going any more north. It's not really, I don't know, for someone who's on a budget as well, I don't want to spend too much money. I thought it was fine. I'm happy with that. Still seeing a lot of sites that I wanted to see. So after Airlie Beach, wait, I'm gonna tell you where I'm staying. Airlie Beach. I'm staying at Bounce Airlie Beach, which looks really good. That cost me. It's a little bit more expensive now. Airlie Beach, about 42. £42. So $84. Yeah. That's a night, so a little bit more expensive this place, which is fine. You deal with it. But it's a really nice place. That'll probably be the most expensive place on the list. And then after that, I am getting the bus from Early Beach on the 10th to Brisbane. People who have done Australia and know about it knows how horrible this is. It's a 19-hour, 30-minute bus. Obviously with stop-offs and whatnot. Yeah, that's a long time on a bus. Leave at 5:30 p.m. on the 10th, get there the next day at 1 p.m. It's a long bus drive, but time slowly goes. It'll be worth it. That's to get down to Brisbane. So I'm staying in Brisbane for 2 nights. And I'm staying at Lilo Brisbane, it's called. So that's for 2 nights, and I paid £35 British pounds each night. Yeah, so that's on the 11th. So then I get to the 14th, which is the 13th, which is Brisbane to Byron Bay. So I'm going to go to Byron Bay. That's a 3-hour bus drive, so that's nowhere near as bad, which I'm happy about. So I'm there in Byron Bay. I want to stay there a fair bit. It's right up my street, Byron Bay, so staying there from 13th to 17th. And the hostel I'm staying in is called Aquarius Backpackers, which I got suggested of someone in this hostel who's done it. So I'm staying there 4 nights, and that was so about anywhere from so it's charged me, right? So the weekend's more expensive for some reason, but so it's $66 for the Thursday, $71 for the Friday, $71 for the Saturday, and then $66.70 for the Sunday. So overall, it doesn't even give me an overall. That's weird. But yeah, so you're looking at £35 a night, which isn't too bad, but Byron Bay is quite expensive. So I'm there until the 17th, and then on the 17th I'm getting a 13-hour, 45-minute bus to Sydney. Yeah. A long time that. And I'm staying up at Wake Up in Sydney Central. And that was, as you guessed it, a little bit more expensive because it is Sydney and it's dead centre. That's $93 a night, which is about £46 a night. So that's the plan. If you want to total that up feel free, but that is my plan so far for the east coast of Australia. So a very budgeted version. Don't know all the trips I'm doing yet. I'll want to do the scuba diving in Great Barrier Reef, simply just for the content. I feel like that'll do good. Obviously it'll be fun, but I'll get the cheaper version of it probably. And then I'm not sure if I'll do the flyover. It's about £150 the flyover. That's the Whitsundays and the Great Barrier Reef. So I'll have to see. The snorkeling includes, around the Whitsundays. And then you go Great Barrier Reef as well. That's a day trip. So yeah, I'll have to see what our plan is. Obviously, if you keep watching the videos, then you'll soon find out what the plan is. But yeah, so that's about 3 weeks altogether travelling Australia, and then the plan after that is to go to Fiji. So I'm going to fly to Fiji from Sydney, which is why I'm going north and south first. So that's on the 21st, and if I show you how much the flight is, so with Jetstar, on the 21st, 4-hour 10 flight is £111, so $220, which ain't bad. That's with Jetstar, as you can see, which is like the EasyJet of Australia. Again, it will just fly by. I'll watch some films on my iPad or whatever. So yeah, that's the plan of East Coast, Fiji, and then I might, if I can afford it, I don't spend too much money, do a stop off on the way back at Singapore for 2 nights, or something along those lines. Some cool city that's like a little bit rural. Like Singapore is quite popular for tourists and stuff like that. It is quite expensive, so I'm not sure. Like, I don't know, some weird city, Hong Kong, anywhere like that, along those lines. I'll have to do some research on visas, etc. But yeah, so that is the plan for my itinerary. The rest of the day, not really doing much. I got all this done this morning. Probably go to the gym, chill for a bit, and then probably go on a walk, go to somewhere, we'll see. So yeah, I might bring you along with me. This might be the end of the video. Yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll help you. If you want a link to certain things, or a link to where I stayed, or the trips I'm doing them also. I use 2 apps, so I'm using Hostel World for all the hostels, and then for the like trips and stuff, I'm using an app called Get Your Guide. Looks like that on the front. That's all things. So this is the Harvey Bay to Kugari, Fraser Island 2-day beach tour with a beach house. Yeah, so that includes pretty much everything, you know, where you drive, you 4-wheel drive on the beach and go see sights or whatever. So yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Right, I'm going to keep it going, might as well. I'm off to Coles to I need a new shampoo. I'll probably get a new deodorant just so I have it for when my other one runs out. And then I might get an energy drink as well, some caffeine. See what the prices are. But yeah, I'll take you guys along with us. This wind. Items have been acquired. Monsters were $3 each, so I'll take that any day of the week. Well, not any day of the week, when I feel like I need it. Yeah, so I got them 2, which is decent. So I'll walk back to the hostel now, charge my phone for a little bit, and I'll go to the gym. So I don't think I actually mentioned it before about the price of the bus. So it was, so 15 days it was $360, pretty sure. And then for the month, which is what I needed, was $420, I think, something like that. But you know, I was just looking at, I weighed both options up, and give me curtains. So yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, the bus was, so there's 2 options, 15 and 30 days. I was weighing up prices to just do like a single, because I only need, well, thinking about it, maybe a bit more, like 5 or 6 trips. I was like, you know, maybe if they're $40 each, it'd be cheaper to get. Oh my god. I have to start wearing my hair up. Yeah, I feel like $30-40 each. They were cheaper to just book separately and not get the pass, but it wasn't. They were like $170 for one trip to, well, it was Hervey Bay to Airlie Beach. So that was a 9-hour one. Now like $170, so it's quite expensive. So the pass is definitely worth it, and make sure you book your bus trips sooner rather than later before they get fully booked. Yeah. I can go. So I never actually spoke about the people. Well, I did yesterday, but for some reason it weren't in the video. So my 3 roommates in my hostel. Interesting variety. One guy who actually left today, he's German. He's been travelling for like 3 months and is now going to be a student in Korea. I was speaking to him about visas and stuff like that. He said it was quite difficult to get and things like that. So fair play to him. We actually got it today, so we'll be heading over pretty soon to Korea, which is pretty cool. And then another person, I don't know her name. She's, not that this is a bad thing, but she's a lesbian from Devon. Yeah, lesbian from Devon. So interesting. And then the third and final guy is this Australian, like, brute, face tats, everything. Most unsociable, moody guy I've ever met. He was in bed from like 4 PM till like, and I'm pretty sure we were in bed still when I woke up at 6 this morning. So however you want to live your life, I guess. But yeah, fair play to him. I have no idea where he is now. Yeah, I literally had one conversation with him, and that was, yeah, mate. Yeah, I asked him where he was from. He said here, and then got into bed. That was like 3-4 PM yesterday. So whatever floats your boat to him. Very unsociable person. But yeah, that's my mix of people. Interesting group of people. Very wide range of people. But yeah,